Happy Sunday. How's that for some energy?
That was great energy.
You said have good energy. So there's some energy, everybody. Welcome to the All Day Podcast. I'm Brett. That's Lofa. We got people queuing up already, Lofa. People filling up the chat. Happy conference championship Sunday, which in my opinion, and Lofa and I have talked about this in previous years, I think it's better than the Super Bowl. It's much more fun. It's all day. You get to enjoy it with your family or ignore your family, and either way, I'm loving it. Lofa, how you feeling?
I echo those sentiments. I watched one game with the boys, watched one game with the fam. It was a great day.
Nice.
And people, we have to understand football is coming to an end, which makes me sad. Makes all of us sad.
That's true. It is bittersweet.
Right? Yes. So, there's one game left. Crazy. Didn't it feel like it went by like that?
Well, there's the Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl games. It's like, all right.
Like I said, there's only one game left. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Flag
football. We're talking about flag football now.
Yeah, flag football. We're talking about a skills competition and all that. Anyway, bittersweet. It's only two teams left. Those two teams will be the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs meeting up in New Orleans for Super Bowl licks.
In Nolans.
The thing with the Roman numerals is I can't do the math with my shoes on, so I don't know the English number for the Super Bowl, but it's Super Bowl LIX. 50-something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it odd that the numerals are letters? No, I don't know.
Things that make you go,
Yeah.
Look at that viewership number going through the roof, Lofa. You guys copy and paste this link, send it to your friends and family. Let them know we're on right now. And let's start the show by you guys checking in. Where are you listening from? Shout it out. We'll give you some shout outs to kick off the show and we can fire up the chat and all that stuff. You guys enter your comments, questions, thoughts, concerns as we talk, as we chat here. Keep filling up that chat. And if you want your chat to come across the screen, if you want producer Katie to speak your chat into existence, then make it a super chat and it'll come up here on the screen. Lofa, which game did you watch with the boys and which game did you watch with the fam as the listeners are checking in here?
Watch the early one, right? With the boys at Malarkey's in Issaquah. Shout out to Malarkey's. And, it was a good first quarter. I don't know really any other way to put it. What I feared would happen happened. The Philadelphia Eagles remembered that they had Saquon Barkley, and they just gave him the pill. Only ended up with the 15 or 16 carries, I believe. But here we go. Yep. 15 for 118. The first carry, was the first or second carry. The one he broke for 62 yards. I mean, the contact balance, the vision, the awareness, and then the speed to just outrun everybody after breaking two tackles. The running back market is going to go up just off of what he did today. The whole year, 2,000 yards, everything. But, I mean, my God, this is really, if Baltimore leaned on Derrick Henry last week, they would have had the same results, right? So, Saquon, it was just impressive. And then this was the first time I thought Jaden Daniels didn't look like Jaden Daniels. I don't want to say it was nerves. Yeah, right. I didn't want to say it was nerves or anything because he is poised and built for the moment. It just he didn't use his legs like he always does. When things break down, it's take off. He did it very seldomly, and this was how they beat them when we were together watching at the Seahawks game, watching the final when they had 5 turnovers. Today they had 4 and didn't get one.
Yeah.
That sounds for a blowout, and it was.
Well, he threw the ball 48 times. I mean, he's pretty much their whole team, and he was trying to be today at least. So he's 29 of 48 for 255, touchdown and the pick. But then he runs the ball for 48. I mean, even in the loss, and all that, like he's playing his guts out there. And I texted the group here, and I think you'd agree. The window for Washington is as wide open as it is for any team in the NFL right now. I mean, it's got to be the most open. They got him under his rookie contract. They could be doing this for the next decade in Washington if they keep him and extend him. I mean, if he stays healthy.
Yeah. Insane that you got a rookie to get you to this point. And think about what the next year is going to bring and how much more. Now, there is the sophomore slump, as they like to say, right? And I think stat-wise, we saw Stroud go through it this year, right? Like he was still solid, but he wasn't as spectacular as he was. Now, he lost his top two receivers in Diggs and Tank Dell. Sure. Understandably, he still had Joe Mixon, a strong run game to lean on, but teams, they kind of have the blueprint of how to at least contain you. You're not going to stop these quarterbacks, especially Jaden Daniels. Like he's the only one that can stop him. And today I felt like he stopped himself really more than the Eagles stopped him. Yeah. Give him credit though. I mean,
shout out to Malibu girl checking in from Arizona. Shout out.
Right on.
We got, make Cambodia great again. I hope someone's checking in from Cambodia on that one. What else we got here? I'll scroll through the chat here. People checking in, filling up the chat. What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. Also, viewer number going up, Lofa. And the show doesn't officially start till there's 100 people here. So keep copying and pasting that
triple digits. Can we get there?
To the graphic here that producer Mike has so lovingly made, Saquon Barkley, he's the star, man, of the entire league, continues to be. I don't find myself wanting to root for the Eagles in the Super Bowl, but I'll root for Saquon Barkley. 15 carries, 118 yards. Is that something you're interested in today's NFL? 7.8 per 3 touchdowns. The Eagles ran it for like 7 touchdowns.
Yeah.
With all those butt pushes.
I mean,
getting all up in Jalen's cheeks.
Hurts so good. Pause. But he had 3 touchdowns himself and 1 passing, I believe. So he had 4. He accounted for 4 touchdowns. But it's just, Saquon could have had legitimately 6 touchdowns today if they handed it to him. But a touchdown every 5 carries and 118 yards on 15. Do you like that sort of thing?
His agent does have to be sitting somewhere going, come on, you're on the one. Stop pushing Jalen and give it to my client. Let him go over the top. Because you imagine 6 touchdowns in a playoff game. He would have gotten all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad. You know what? I'm glad it wasn't fantasy season still, because someone would have lost just off that performance alone.
Oh, man. He's just running wild. Let's see. Somebody named Name is checking in from the 206.
Name.
Alina's checking in from Port Orchard. What's up,
AD?
Alina?
What up, Alina?
Nando, Pendleton, Oregon.
Yeah. Potato.
What's up? Big hill over there in Pendleton, Katie. Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to overheat going up to Pendleton Hill. I'm saying I've been over there. Eastern Oregon. Yeah.
I feel like there's a story here.
No.
Oh, okay.
Saquon the 118. Okay, Jalen Hurts did what he had to do. How about this stat line? Very efficient, very tidy. 20 completions of 28 passing, only missed on 8, 246, a touchdown, and then three rushing touchdowns on 10 carries for 16
7 yards.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's talk about Jalen, the quarterback, and then I want to talk some tush push, though. But Jalen, the quarterback, and his kind of tidy stat line on the game.
He did what he had to do, right? Like, stayed within the framework of the strategy and like, hey, this is how we win, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, there's something to be said for that, because especially quarterbacks that get to the playoffs, like there's a lot of emphasis on like, oh, he can get you to the playoffs, he can't get over the hump. It's like, man, there's only one team that's happy at the end of every season. So it's like you could say that about 31 guys every year. Like, but it's not the quarterback. It's not like so much weight and emphasis is put on that position to like that's not the guy that carries everybody. Like, but if you have a good one that doesn't make mistakes, like even look at Mahomes, he just doesn't turn it over. Like, that's a big stat to look at. So, I thought he played efficiently, like the stats spoke to, but he took off. He used his legs to add another dimension to that offense when you already have enough to worry about with A.J. Brown outside, Devontae Smith, who made some incredible catches, and then you got Saquon Barkley, who rushed for 2,000 yards. So it's like, good luck. Like,
and then on top of that, you got Shipley, who only touched the ball 4 times or carried the ball 4 times.
77.
77 yards, 19.2 per.
And like, honestly, when he broke that long one, he very alert and very smart, heads up. He just protected the ball and like, hey, I don't care if they tackle me, but if he just kept pumping his arms, he scores that touchdown.
Oh man,
But a young guy, rookie, I believe, young guy or rookie or second year, and he's just like, hey, protect the ball. Do not give them a reason to not ever give me a carry again. Because if you have Saquon who rushed for 2,000 plus, you don't need to give anybody else a carry.
I mean, this thing's crazy. They score 55 points. Saquon Barkley gets 3 touchdowns. Shipley's got 1. Hertz has got 3, and then A.J. Brown adds another one. A.J. Brown, 96 yards receiving, 16 yards per.
55 points.
Yeah.
In a playoff game.
Playoffs, right. Yep, absolutely. So, I mean, is it about the, and by the way, like, hi, everybody. We're just talking Eagles Commanders. Let me just take a second. Hi, everybody. We just started talking Eagles Commanders. There's a lot to talk about. We got the Chiefs game, and there's also a brand new Seahawks OC. So I know you guys want to be talking about that, and we'll get to that in 1 second. But since we're talking Eagles and Commanders, let's stay right here. A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, Shipley, Devontae Smith. I mean, 55 points. Is it the Eagles offense and Kell Moore and that whole thing, or is it the Commanders defense really just not being up to the task today? Even though we love Bobby and the whole crew over there.
Yeah, absolutely love Dan Quinn, Bobby, Frankie Louvu. Like, just they have so many like great football players over there. No, this is Saquon, right? And I just want to revisit that the last time they played, Saquon had 100 in the first quarter, right? He had 118 today. The only reason that Philly lost to the Commanders then was that when your starting quarterback, one of the highest paid, got knocked out of that game, you decided to drop back with Kenny Pickett. Is that his name? I don't even know if that's an end. Pickett, something Pickett.
Yep, Kenny Pickett.
And they did Pickett. So, like, I'm just saying. Like,
you want Kenny Pickett's stat line today? You want Kenny Pickett's stat line? He shows up on the stats today. Did you know that?
What was it? No, I did not.
Kenny Pickett today, 2 carries for -3 yards. That's -1.5 per.
I mean, we could have done that, partner. Like, sign us up.
Call me.
But what I'm saying is they decided, I think they dropped back 24 times after the first quarter because Kenny Pickett came in the start of the second quarter when Hurts got hurt. Yeah. And I was like, okay, like Saquon literally could break the all-time single game record right now with 100 in the first quarter. Like, just modestly say he gets 30 yards every quarter, 40, 50 yards, right? It's going to mount up close to like that 300 mark, right? And they just decided to drop back when they had the lead 21-7. And so this brings me full circle to your question about Kell Moore. Look, he was a phenomenal quarterback. I really was Boise State. He was a stud, savage. Like, I respect him. Yeah. I do think he is a good play caller, but it's just gotten a little too pass heavy, especially like when you pay Saquon Barkley to run the ball. And that opens up the one-on-ones with those amazing receivers they have. But it starts in the trenches and on the ground.
Man, and this run game, I mean, like we said, it's Saquon Barkley at 118, but then Shipley's got 77. And, you know, and then they do the tush push. So for me, I mean, I'm getting annoyed on my couch with this thing. I can't even imagine being an opposing defense and how annoying it must be with like them just like doing it over and over. And then they line up for it. They're just going to do it. There's not really much you can do to stop it. The ridiculousness of jumping off sides and the half a yard. I mean, but by the time they were done with that, all the offensive linemen, as they're lining up, their helmets are in the end zone already.
Like, the helmets were touching on both sides. There was blatant offsides on both teams.
So like, stupid, and everybody's jumping, and people are hurdling the line, and everybody's pissed off and annoyed at the tush push or the brotherly shove or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't think that it should be outlawed. I just don't really like it. I just think it's kind of annoying as a fan too. It's just sort of. It's like 1918 football or something. It's weird.
I mean, if it's successful, history is bound to repeat itself. Maybe this is what they were doing back then with the leather helmets. Just like
pretty much is.
Hey guys, strap in. We're just diving forward.
It looks like a rugby scrum, pretty much. You know.
So funny you say that. There was a study done on this, and I think Philly, when they first made this all happen, like competition committee came together, didn't do shit about anything. Typical of the competition committee. They just they just get paid to meet and not do anything. So they got together like, oh no, it's legal, you could do it. But like, it's very arrogant to think you could pull off successfully what someone creates and mimic it or do it in their fashion if you don't have the understanding of how they do it. Like, you could watch film, you could do all that, but like there's a deeper understanding that no one has. But out of 40 times, I believe the study was, it was unsuccessful 3 times. All right. That's a pretty good, success rate.
Yeah.
One of the times was a fumbled snap that stopped.
He almost did that tonight.
Yes, he
Very
did.
close on one of them.
The other 2 times, I watched Samson Ebicam, Eastern Washington, right? Shout out to him. He was there with Cooper Kupp and Kendrick Bourne, I believe. Ooh. They were stacked.
The Eagles.
But Samson Ebicam from the C gap. So A gap between the center and the guard, B gap between the guard and the tackle, C gap between the tackle, and he knifed through. And he's a freak of nature. Only him is fast enough and strong enough to pull this move off. But he did it not only when he was with the Niners, he also did it when he was with the Colts, I believe. So he is literally the only guy that has stopped this. And so when we watched it, I was like, well, why don't we just do what that guy did? Like, can anybody do that? And it's like, well, very few guys can, but it is the way to stop it.
Do you like it?
It's an edge. It's an advantage.
Does it annoy you though? Like as you're watching the game, like I'm sitting there getting annoyed by the tush push. I want to know how the family feels here too. Let's get the comment on this. Are you guys annoyed with this play? Like I can't really explain it. It's like a hangnail or something, or like an itch you can't really scratch. It's like annoying.
Honestly, my strategy would be, hey, you know what? D-line, just lightly put your hand in the ground, let the offensive line fall down, and push them down so that our safeties and linebackers can get a running start at the quarterback. And we're going to see how long they want to do this.
Yeah. I like the guy going varsity blues, just doing the full hurdle spear right into Jalen's face.
Yeah.
I like that
right.
move. trying to time it up,
But from a leverage
human missile, Katie.
So from a leverage standpoint, if they can push, so can we. And I just don't understand why nobody employs that strategy of like, okay, well, like back in the day, we used to block a lot of kicks by pushing the defensive line through a gap. So line up in the gap. Don't line up head to head. Like everyone tries to line up in the gap, angles, and then go forward. If they're pushing, we're pushing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to find out who's stronger.
Yeah. The chat seems to hate the tush push. Keep the comments coming on this. Do you like it? Do you hate it? How do you feel when you're watching a game and you see them lining up for it? I'm surprised they don't fake it more often, to be honest with you, and just sort of like roll out and they could hit somebody or just have them probably walk into the corner of the end zone.
I would have so many plays off of that.
Right.
Like fake, step back, corner.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is just standing up. Everybody else is just standing up, hanging out, taking a play off, like smoke break.
It seems
they're going to get a first down.
Like the defense.
I've seen this play before.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Internet is like to catch up with that. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. It's yeah. I don't like it. I'm annoyed by it, but it keeps working for them, and if nobody can stop it, and it's surprising that nobody else can really do it, or maybe other quarterbacks, like maybe Jalen Hurts. I mean, he does have massive quads.
No, it's an understanding. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. The guy, I've seen him hang clean like 400 pounds. Guy's a beast. But it's not the quarterback at this point. It's just like you look at him, it's like the flying V, right? Think about the Mighty Ducks, right?
I do all the time.
And they get in that formation. You look at it, everybody's wedged in. So it's very hard to crease that. So that's why I said I would just hit the quarterback. Let everybody like fall forward, like whoops, gotcha. Pull the rug out from under him and then just smoke the shit out of that quarterback. That's what I would do.
I think the key, I love that idea. I think the key to stopping it would be stop Saquon on first, second, third. Make sure that it's not a third and a fourth and short, and then there you go. It's like
don't let him into short yardage.
Right, exactly. Just don't let him get there in the first place. It's easy as that.
True.
True. People in the chat, they seem to hate it here. Let's see here. Alina says it's cheating, should be banned. Ryan says keep him out of short yardage. Oh yeah, I agree. Good idea.
There you go, Ryan. There you go, Rhino.
Malibu girl, it annoys the out of me. Let's see. Long Live the King says I hate the rugby scrum. Yeah. So do you think that Kansas City is gonna, brush up on it though? Like, I mean, they're gonna have to be ready to stop.
No, I mean Philly, when these teams squared up, like 3 or 4 years ago, and Jalen Hurts had a touchdown or two with this, or a first down or two with this. They're going to try to keep them out of this, out of short yards. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Like they found this is the game changes, right? Like look at everyone's over here just in shotgun 90% of the time. Like True. This is not the game that I played.
Yeah.
Right. I was actually born 10 years too early because this is the game I wanted to play, where I just get to get back and make big hits and get interceptions. But no, I was in 9-on-7. I was fucking going against Mike Allstott and Lorenzo Neal just to get through them to go fucking tackle Warwick Dunn and goddamn LaDainian Tomlinson.
I think this is the game you played. I think you invented this, didn't you? You and Leinart and Reggie, and he pushed him in to get the shillelagh? Isn't that you guys?
It wasn't the tush push. It was the push.
That's right. This is your fault. This is you and your team's fault.
I was already in the NFL. All right. This has nothing to do with me.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I forgot.
But no, the game progresses whether you like it or not. And so we're in a trend where everybody likes to go shotgun to run for 1 yard. But these guys are like, no, we're going to get under center and just QB sneak it. And I'm like, dude, that is like real football, even though everybody says this is bullshit. Why would you line up 6 yards to hand it off to a running back that's 7 yards? I don't get it. To try to get 1 yard. Like the timing and spacing of the shotgun, you have to catch it cleanly, hand it off quickly. By then, the hole already closed for like a real run. And so, like, I just can't stand when, it's 3rd and 1 and guys are in shotgun. I'm like, here we go. You deserve what you get. If you're in shotgun, it could be a bad snap. It could be just the hole's gone. But you deserve what you get.
No, I feel you, man. And like, you find yourself in shorter situations all the time, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, whatever. And so if you got a play that works, 60% of the time, it works every time. I mean, we're going to use it until you stop it. So you guys are filling up the viewership here, filling up the chat. Thank you all for being here tonight. Keep copying and pasting the link. Send it to a friend. Send it to somebody, because we're about to start talking Seahawks OC, I think. Let's break up these 2 games with some Seahawks news. Here
halftime,
everybody.
What you got?
Your friends and family. Lofa and Brett are here talking about the brand new mind of the Seahawks offense. It's Clint Kubiak.
Woo! Yeah. Woo! Thank you, Katie. Thank you.
Doing our Pat McAfee show impression over here. Clint Kubiak coming in from the Big Easy down there. He's been hanging out with Taysom Hill, so give it up for old Clint.
It's pretty good. Pretty good, partner.
Lofa, I mean, we talked about him already on the show because he was rumored, and then Fraley was rumored, but then Fraley says he's staying with the Lions. So they pulled the trigger on Kubiak. You want to just remind folks of maybe your thoughts, and then now your thoughts now that he's got the job.
Yeah. So first of all, I had to go back and look. He's actually, because we played Colorado State, which I believe that's where he played safety at. And that's where everybody's kind of alarmed. Defensive guy to fucking coach offense? Sounds like a good plan. Which I think it's a great plan, ladies and gentlemen, all day family. Okay. And I've even said it myself. If I were to go back and coach, I'd like to coach offense, because it is not easy, but where the weaknesses are, of a defense, as one that had to carry out the game plan. I was just like, oh, what about when they run this? And coach like, don't worry about that. And I'm like, no, we need to worry about that. All of a sudden it hits us for a fucking touchdown. And then I'm not saying shit. I'm trying to keep a positive attitude, but I'm looking at him like, man, I told you. This shit was coming. But you can very well pick apart defenses just off tendencies alone and alignments and where they like to put their best players. There's so many tells. And this is what I believe he brings on top of his dad, Gary, right? So I think he'll have some input into, how he game planned. And so I'm not worried about it. And it just, for Mac and John to hire him, it seems like the meetings went well where it aligns philosophically. And that's the most important thing is do we have alignment in terms of how we want to attack? So I'm excited about it. And I really feel like the background, it bodes well for him, knowing both sides as a player on defense. And then now almost all of his years, if you go back, were on offense as a quality control, assistant, and everything else. So positionally, he's going to be good.
We are so close to making this an official show as I look at the viewer number. Thank you guys. Copy and paste the link. Keep sending it around. What did you guys think when you saw this hire and you saw it come across your apps and notifications and everything? We need to hear from the family here. How are you guys feeling? We need to hear from the family here. How are you guys feeling about Clint and the hire? What do you guys think? What was your reaction? Let's hear. How about this here? I got some New Orleans Saints offensive rankings from this last season. You want to know where they were with him at the helm?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me know.
Okay, yards per game, 21st in the NFL at 320.1 yards per game. Okay. Now, keep in mind, I mean, they had a lot of different players playing for them throughout the season.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if a lot of you guys watched New Orleans Saints football, but they started the year with Carr. They started kind of hot. They went to Spencer Rattler, Jake Hayner. Shout out to the Washington Huskies, and I think he
Taysom Hill
ended up at Fresno State. Taysom Hill was there for a minute. They also had Cedric Wilson Jr. Excuse me.
Yeah. You say Rattler, Spencer Rattler too?
Spencer Rattler. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be a good quarterback. I'm just going to say that much. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Brett.
No, I'm just saying. So when I read the numbers, take it with a grain of salt. They had some different quarterbacks and a lot of moving parts down there in New Orleans. But let's see here. Yards per play, 5.3, 17th in the NFL. Third down conversion rate. There's one I'm interested in. 35.19%, 28th in the NFL. Oof. Rushing yards per game, 14th in the NFL. Middle of the road. Passing yards per game, 23rd in the NFL. Eesh. Not a great year for the Saints offensively, but I'm not sure if we put that on him. We put that on the
No, that does not. I mean,
the Jews and the Joes more than the X's and the O's.
I mean, yeah, if everybody's hurt, it's not going to look awesome. Mm-hmm. But still, I mean, most of those numbers were under, middle, like 14th for rushing. That's huge, right? I think the only one I heard was 17th. That's right there, but like 21. So that's, but with everything they had to go through, Kamara was out of the lineup. Other guys Miller was out of the lineup. So it's hard to really give a good assessment of to have those numbers with everybody injured and then starting Rattler, who, like I said, I'm telling you, just watch this kid. Everything, the adversity he went through in college from being the number one quarterback. Oklahoma got replaced by Caleb Williams, and then he transfers to South Carolina, and he got humbled, and he responded favorably, and I promise you, he's going to be a franchise quarterback.
So he's Kubiak. He was the quarterback's coach in Minnesota, which would have been, I think, with Cousins, I suppose.
Johnny Langston chime in. We were 28th with eyeball emoji. So, I guess it's an improvement.
Yeah.
Thanks, Johnny.
So he had Cousins. He was in Denver in 22. He was in San Francisco in 23. So there's some Purdy time there. I mean, he's been around for a while. And like you said, every place he's been, it's been offense and all offense all the time. And his dad's an offensive guy and all that stuff. So, he's got a good pedigree. I don't know when this kind of stuff happens. You don't really know until you know or until you see it, right? I mean, he's 37, so the youth movement continues in Seattle.
Yeah, I'm more interested. Who's he bringing with him? Because I don't. I'm sure. Well, interesting dynamic. It's does he get to hire anybody? Does he get to bring anybody with him? I don't know. Maybe as assistants, but are they? Because only. Grubb left, correct? So I don't know. It's kind of a strange situation in terms of when a coordinator comes in, he wants to bring a couple people with him that know his system and know how to implement it and teach what he believes in. So that remains to be seen. Do any moves happen? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, he's young. He's part of the hoodie brigade that's in coaching now. You see these young guys; they all wear the hoodie very nicely.
It's a style.
Look like they're either going to go golfing or
don't be old. Don't be old, man. Don't be judgmental.
You wear a hood on a golf course? Isn't it a collared shirt out there, by the way? But anyway, no, it's the no. They look nice. They wear the tapered joggers, and then the hoodies. They all got the same look. The rope hat. See, look in the photo. See,
I see it.
That's all I'm saying. Youth movement. They look great.
Youth movement. That's how you know you're old. You're calling a 37. You're calling a 37-year-old youth movement. You're old as fuck, man. So am I. I fully accept it. I accept it.
You know what though? Something that helps with any
looking young. Good for you.
Lofa.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling young. Oh, by the way, congratulations to all of us. It's an official show.
Hey, appreciate y'all.
Joe, everybody. Congratulations. Katie, can you grab some Magic Mind over there? Because we need to talk about mental health, but we also need to talk about mental wealth, everybody. Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Sleepy time one?
Oh, I don't know. It works so well. You might be asleep before you finish the promo.
We don't need that. We need the upper right now. I'm going up. I'm going up. It's an official show. Let's go up. Here, Katie's going to bring it over.
I love it. What a savage.
This is the only time anyone approves of us taking shots on the show. These are some shots here. It's Magic Mind, everybody. And it is delicious. I'm going to take this shot right here on the air. You'll see. It's really tasty. I was trying to decide what
it's delicious.
Like, what do you think, Katie? It's got some almost like banana.
It reminds me of
green citrus.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is gonna really age me.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was it the Ecto Cooler? Ghostbusters? High C?
That's really good. That's great, actually. Like if you were Tom Onier, that's great.
It was eerily similar in look, but taste, it was just delightful.
That is kind of what it tastes like. It's for mental health performance, everybody. You feel some less stress. You feel some calm energy. I'm telling you, in about 10 minutes, every time I take this, about 10 minutes later, I just kind of go like, whoa. What's that?
It's good.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then I remember, Magic Mind. And it keeps you going all throughout the day. And then you take the nighttime stuff at night. It's a 24-hour cycle type deal where you just you're always on Magic Mind. You can't ever get off.
Yeah. It's crazy that you took the
it's
daytime
delicious.
one at 9:30.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be.
We're gonna go all day.
You're gonna go all day.
I'm gonna go all night. I was gonna be up murking noobs all night anyway, Katie.
Yeah.
To find an outlet after this is over.
Yeah, it's called Fortnite. Hit me up, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Malibu Girl with Tang, huh? No. And I do love Tang, Malibu Girl, but no, this is Ecto Cooler.
It's got it does have some of the citrus that Tang would have. It's got like almost like a banana thing in a good way. That shouldn't scare you off. It's like smooth tropical kind of a way. It's delicious, nonetheless. And Magic Mind is also an awesome company. They donate what is it? 5 cents of each bottle.
Of every bottle. Yeah.
5 cents, not a percentage. 5 cents of every bottle sold to various charities that work with homeless crisis, unhoused,
and mental health,
anything like that, and obviously mental health. So putting their money where their mouth is Magic Mind. And you can get 45% off of our Magic Mind bundle with our special link. We'll put the link here in the chat right now. It's magicmind.com/ and then all capitals, all day Jan, as in January. Magicmind.com/ all caps, all day Jan. Click the link, go there. You get 45% off your first bundle. You'll thank us for this, I promise. And if you have ordered some Magic Mind out there, which I think
thank you
have, thank you. And then let us know what you think, everybody. They back up their product with a 100% satisfaction guarantee within the first 100 days. If you don't like it, they'll refund your money right back. They're available in 65 countries: Sprouts, HEB, Central Market, and Erewhon. It's Magic Mind, everybody. Still an official show, even through a live read. Those are some loyal listeners, Lofa.
Yeah. Impressive. That's fam right there.
You guys are family. We love you. Any final thoughts on the Seahawks OC hire before we move on to the Chiefs game?
From me, no. Like, I'm optimistic, right?
Okay. Oh, actually, hold on.
Johnny says, "Happy Football Sunday, fellas. How do the Bills not keep running the ball when Cook was averaging 8.4 yards per carry?" How are we feeling about our new OC hire?
Hold on a second. Programming message. Are we just jumping into the super chats willy-nilly? This isn't about Clint Kubiak at all.
Hey, well,
I'm trying to follow the storyline here, Katie.
Technically it is. because all these OCs just love to get pass happy. Just like, oh, you know what? They're going to be expecting a run. Let's do play action out of a formation that we haven't even ran from. Okay, that's a problem when you're a defender. You're like, all right, you guys haven't ran once out of this formation. I'm not going to bite on any kind of a fake interception. Like this is what happens when you overthink the process.
Yeah.
Just running for 8.4. Like this is what really drove me nuts. Like about the Lions game, Jahmyr Gibbs, who was the best running back the last seven games, averaging 10, which is a first down, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you know that. 10 yards for a first down. Averaging a first down and only got 10 carries when you had a concussed Jared Goff. Make it make sense. I don't. Teddy Bridgewater came off the bench after winning a state championship as a coach.
Yeah.
And scored a touchdown on a drive. Like, I guess maybe just hand it off, which is what they should have done. But no, they just continue to drop back when it was unnecessary. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And so that's the only thing concerned me. And just like, 8.4, like we're pumped if we have 4 yards of carry, like pumped, like offense, defense, like just ecstatic when that happens, which is hard to do. You double that, it's like, just keep feeding that beast. It's like when we got Marshawn, just give him the fucking ball every play. Like they won't have enough time to come back if he just keeps kicking people's ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Average guy called us old farts.
Yeah. No, he's right.
All right. I guess we're officially there finally.
Oh, were you mad about that? I didn't. No,
I'm not mad. I'm still calling other people old farts out there, and so to get finally called one.
Here we are.
That's my first time.
They're older farts.
They're
older farts.
Yeah,
right.
Really stale ones.
Like
musty.
Yeah.
Stick a fork in me. I'm so done with this crap. I so wanted to see the Bills in the Super Bowl. I am so not watching the Super Bowl this year. I blame the effing refs for ruining it.
Wait, we haven't even talked about this.
A big middle finger to them. Fire them all.
Fire all. We haven't even talked about the Chiefs game yet. We got to get a graphic up here about the Chiefs game. We got to get into the actual game that happened here.
I love that energy, Alina. I'm not a negative person. Yeah.
Pissed off and going for it. But what I'm trying to do.
It's hard to fire somebody that's not actually fully employed. So there's that.
Oh my God. The second game of the day, the Chiefs and the Bills. America was rooting for the Bills. The Bills clad in red, white, and blue, everybody. They're America's team. Unless you live within the city limits of Kansas City or your name is Taylor Swift. Other than that, everybody in the world rooting for the Buffalo Bills, or unless you're my son.
A lot of Swifties out there.
Or daughter.
Oh man, my son has figured out ways to spite me. He's now.
I thought you named Patrick after Patrick Mahomes.
How dare you? How dare you? Now that he knows that I'm rooting against him, he's just like, not only is he rooting harder for them, but then when something good happens, he's like, yeah, how about that? And like looking over his shoulder, out of the corner of his eye at me, like if he's getting a rise out of me. This is becoming like personal within my own living room now.
You won't legally change his name. You won't do it.
I might. I don't know. Those commercials are getting out of control. Those commercials.
Hey Patrick, your new name is Saquon Davern.
Oh man. Maybe if Saquon's the one that topples the Chiefs, I might have to change his name. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be the Super Bowl MVP.
Oh man, Saquon. Well, I'll take that.
Yes.
But here it is though. The Chiefs, they stopped the Bills on a big fourth down play. They retain, like you guys know I love the WWE. The Chiefs retain the belt over the Buffalo Bills, and they hang on to their title. Patrick Mahomes he's played in an AFC Championship game every year of his career, or every year he's started. Is that
7 straight? He's one away from tying Brady.
My goodness. Well, they're moving on to another Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes, a very pedestrian 18 of 26 for 245 and a touchdown, but he moved the chains when he had to.
But see, this is where he just did what they had to do. And a lot of other guys go outside themselves and they're like, no, I'm the highest paid. I got to like be that man. And this is my MVP seat. No, just don't make mistakes. And, I don't think Josh really went outside himself. This is like the first year of playoff games where he actually played within the framework. Like that, I'm going to revisit. I didn't think they had any chance against Baltimore last week, because I said it's going to take 3 turnovers or more and no turnovers. They got 3 turnovers and they didn't give any up. So, it was a 2-point conversion from going to overtime. That's how good Baltimore is. So they actually responded better than I thought. I thought there would be like a sense of just like sigh of relief. Like, hey, we got out of divisional for the first time in forever. This is our year. And they fought tooth and nail. They did well, but and this is always going to come up because it does against the Chiefs, but there were 2 calls. What looked like a first down, and then the QB sneak that was a first down that got overturned or got upheld in review. No. Every part of Josh Allen's upper half was over the line to gain. Did he have the ball between his toes? What are the refs seeing at that point? That's what my question is.
How about so there's that one. For me, there's a bit of the worthy catch was kind of 50-50, a bit of a fail Mary moment, to be honest. And that ball definitely hit the ground, which pushed it back towards both players. That one to me more goes down as incomplete than being upheld. And if anything, the defender had more of the ball when they both hit the ground, and we have a bit of a Green Bay Seattle situation, in my opinion. I thought they were going to go incomplete on that one, but of course it goes the Chiefs' way. There wasn't too many egregious ones, but there was a couple.
I really thought that what, Ty goes to the runner or whatever bullshit in baseball, and now football, Ty doesn't go to shit. Ty goes means no one, just fucking call it incomplete.
That's what I'm saying.
So you know what I'm saying? So and I didn't think it moved enough on the ground. I didn't think it really moved at all. From what I saw, I thought the defender had control of it longer, which to your point was if anything, it's an interception. And then they were like, oh, first down. It's just what the fuck did we just watch? And why did it take so long to make this point?
It seems like the tie goes to Patrick Mahomes in those situations.
Can't get mad at Patty for that. It's just oh, can we all just vote on it as a world? Everybody just chime in, you know what?
Swift has way too many fans. They'd win everything.
That's actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
the Swifties would dominate.
They wouldn't even have to play the games. They just vote to have the other team forfeit or something.
It was 1,000,000% to 0.2.
Oh, that's incredible. The call goes the Chiefs' way again. Let's check the demographics on this thing a little bit. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, right? But this is what's always going to happen when a team has success. This is what happened to the Patriots, right? Spygate, Deflategate, okay, Spygate, they got some fucking questions to answer there. Deflategate, you could deflate a ball or overinflate a ball. It's not going to fucking matter. Catch the goddamn thing. That's all I'm saying.
It does. It totally matters. That's why Tom Brady's so good. It's because he has tiny little hands, and that's all he can do to throw a ball. Everybody knows he has little baby hands.
I got these tiny hands, man.
Everybody knows this is what Tom Brady looks like. Everybody knows that.
That was a phenomenal Burger King commercial where I'm just gonna grab a burger down the street, and he had the foam fingers, and then they ripped the foam fingers off his hands, and it was just these little tiny hands.
Like, tiny little magic mind. Yeah.
My favorite Burger King commercial is a different one.
Oh yeah, I was in a Burger King commercial. Is that what you're getting at?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I was in a paper crown one time a few years ago.
What was your catchphrase?
I don't. They were selling chicken nuggets.
No, what was the thing?
I don't.
There was a catchphrase.
Katie, if you're gonna pay Burger King money right now, I'll do it. All right. If you're gonna pay me some Burger King dough. All right. I don't do it for free. All right, Katie. Come on. I work for free around here. All right.
What was it?
Only on.
I need the chat to find it.
Yeah, I wore the crown. I didn't get paid to wear the crown, but I wore it.
Dude, on the day, I remember showing up to the commercial, and to shoot it, and then I didn't know because now they do that. It's like a series of commercials with the paper crowns, the people sitting there.
Yeah,
but I didn't know. I didn't see it, and they were like, "Can you guys put these on?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "No, I'm not gonna put that on." And they were like, "No, it's that's the whole thing." And I was like, "I don't think my character would." They were like, "Put on the crown."
And you were like, that's gonna be a no for me, dog.
He was like, I don't want to get cut out.
They were like, yeah, but look at all these free nuggets you get to eat.
And he ate 90 of them.
You didn't want to block that majestic hair, right? That's what it was.
That is what it was. No, that is what it was. Also, it was deal of the century.
No, that's you got to get paid for Burger King.
Deal of the century. Lofa, do you remember that commercial? It was a Burger King commercial where some dude went, deal of the and then it turns out that some dude was your pal Brett.
That's me.
I know.
Some dude.
Some dude.
I love it.
Some dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up now. I'm gonna look it up. You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now.
The true story, a little more about that commercial is I didn't tell anyone that I did it. Like, I mean, my wife and kids knew, but like nobody in my family knew. None of my friends back home knew. And I just waited. I just waited for it to come out, and then I started getting calls like, "Are you
the deal of the century, dude?"
It's like a 10-second commercial. Anyway, okay, moving on. We don't care about that anymore. I do.
We'll find it.
Okay,
I'm looking for it.
Arbitrarily pull up another super chat.
The Chiefs win. In the most Chief fashion possible. They do score
Long live the king.
Stop it. They do score 32 points. Hunt, what? I'm trying to move on. What do you guys want?
What?
We're going the super chat, yeah. Long live the king.
Long live the king.
Deal of the century right here.
I thought you were making fun of the
No. This Super Bowl is like
you both said long live the king, and I was looking at Chiefs stats, and I thought all right. I thought,
oh my God.
Wait, is this a joke within a joke within a joke?
No, we didn't fucking type this in, bro. Katie, read it.
What? Long live the king says this Super Bowl is like eating a hamburger on a bun without any toppings or condiments.
Well, my commercial was about nuggets, so the joke is on you guys.
Yeah.
But
we feel dumb.
So it's a rematch if you're into those sorts of things.
Long live the king. Appreciate you. I will eat the shit out of the hamburger right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, Eagles, Chiefs, it's a rematch from before. Chiefs chasing history, trying to become the first team in NFL history to win 3 Super Bowls. Roski. And the Eagles are trying to play spoiler. I think they can. I don't know if they will. I think we'll get into that as the weeks progress. I think they can, though. I wonder from the family, you guys got some early Super Bowl predictions?
Yeah, predictions. What you got?
Who are you guys taking it at the least? Like, who are you rooting for in this one? We did have some people over here who said they were rooting for the Chiefs today. Ugh. I don't know about that.
Must be from Kansas City. Or Swifties. Either way.
Yeah.
Gross.
Listen, the Chiefs stat lines from the games, like if you look individual players, I mean, who would you have even given the MVP? Who did they give the MVP to in this game, or do they do that for the?
I don't think they give an MVP for
anymore
for the
right.
Yeah, those trophies. Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they
the refs
got 245 for 1 touchdown. Kareem Hunt 64 yards for 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
You know, Xavier Worthy, 85 yards and I guess Xavier Worthy maybe MVP.
The refs.
Sure. The
Again,
refs.
the MVP of that one.
Travis Kelce, 2 catches for 19 yards.
Hey, I'm telling you what. I'm going to say it now. I'll say it again next week when we do our preview or whenever. But my MVP, if you want to win, my MVP for the Eagles is Saquon.
Okay.
MVP for the Chiefs, surprisingly, is Kelce. I think they feed him the pill. Like, you know what? Like, if this could possibly be his last year, because I don't think he comes back for less money. And that other kid, Tyler Gray, whatever that other guy's name is, guy's a stud, the other tight end. And it's like kind of like time to pass the torch on. I could see them, and I could see the Eagles like, we're not going to pay him any mind. It's still Travis Kelce, like still one of the greatest tight ends of all time. Like you better, especially with the lack of wide receiver power they have. You know, Worthy's great, Juju Smith, yeah, I get it. D Hopkins is probably still the most dangerous out of the three, even with Worthy's speed, just the craftiness of Hopkins. But I could see them just feeding Kelce. And if the Eagles want to win this game, they had better give Saquon 30 touches, whether that's 25 carries and 5 receptions. They better give him the ball.
Yeah. Langston says Eagles. He's back in the Eagles. Let's see. What is this? Dabtra not Bird Gang. Some of the names. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing the best I can. Will Savage. Shout out to Will Savage. He says he's rooting for the refs. Go refs.
Dabtra. So he's a Chiefs fan, huh? Yeah. Good to know, Will. Good to know.
Alina says, if you watch the Super Bowl, new drinking game, every time they show Taylor Swift take a double shot.
Oh, boy.
And let's take a look at the spear. At least you'll be happy.
I don't think, Lofa, you can endorse that, actually.
Yeah,
I don't think you're allowed to.
No, Alina.
Officially, the show
I will never do that, Alina.
Do not do that. Never do that.
Yeah.
That's a terrible idea. Be safe, everybody.
Yes.
Do they show her that often in this? I didn't think.
Yes.
They cut when like something celebratory would happen. I guess
no, they cut to her an appropriate amount of time, at least in the post-game coverage.
Well, the
Katie,
post-game
Katie, what's an appropriate amount of time? I need to know
it wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. I want to see her, but I don't want to see her too much.
No, wait. Now you're talking about during the celebration, though. I'm saying during the game. Well, what do you think the over or under was on cutting to her? And like maybe 4 times, 5,
6.5.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't think it was too aggressive today.
Well, 4 is still 1 1/4.
That's a good point. That's true.
I'm saying 6.5.
Yeah. All right.
And like that's a tough thing to gauge, right?
I don't watch the post-game sellies. I always just turn the I don't watch the confetti and the trophy and all that. Not for if it's not my team.
I mean, it's the same fucking movie the last 3 years, bro. Like,
yeah.
You're not missing anything. It's the Chiefs.
Well, I wouldn't watch no matter who it was, unless it's the Seahawks.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go. You got me.
I think I turned on America's Funniest Home Videos. Watch my guy Alfonso give out some do re mi to some fun
beast.
People. Yeah, absolute legend. More super chats here. It's Q&A time, everybody. If you want your super chat to come across the screen, if you want producer Katie to lend a voice to your words, now's the time. So start putting in those super chats. And Lofa and I'll be here to talk about whatever you want. We could talk movies. We could talk football.
We'd love to talk movies.
Magic Mind, whatever you want. Go ahead, Katie.
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
What?
Average guy says won't be watching the Super Bowl. It's 2023 rerun.
Oh.
Question is
what?
Kubiak?
Yeah, you got it.
There you go.
Exactly
gonna
how
get
it's
our
spelled.
running game, or is our O line that bad?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So not gonna watch the Super Bowl, but the question's about Kubiak.
Yeah. and it says Kubiak obviously going to get our running game going. Our running game is actually fine. Not calling a running play is kind of a problem. But average guy, I appreciate you. It's like Grubb, I've said it time and time again, like he's a masterful play designer. But the timing of when he called him, and he didn't set anything up. So when I say set anything up, there were several times when we did live shows and we were just like watching the game. And I was like, oh, we're under center. Well, this is not a run because we've never run under center. Like I haven't seen it in 6 games. Like this is not the time they're actually going to do it. And guess what? I go, it's probably a play action shot. It was play action. It was against the Rams. Play action shot, which we got sacked. And then we did it again later. Play action. Geno got hurried, and he luckily got it out of his hand, threw it away, and we didn't get a intentional grounding. But it's like, as a play caller, you have to set things up for later sequencing. You have like almost like a boxer. You have to be a counter puncher. Like work the jab, come over with the overhand right. And we never even worked the jab. And we're just like, here's the knockout. Yeah, good luck. That shit ain't gonna happen. Like that's all I'm saying is like you have to set things up, have success, run things out of the same formation that are a variance to a complement to what you beat them with. So they're like on their heels and they're guessing like, oh, it's the same play. Oh no, it's a pass this time. So, but there were several times when he knew they were in zone and he flooded the zone. Ladies and gentlemen, all day family, please go back and watch the game that Grubb called against the Cardinals in Arizona. Mm-hmm. It was one of the most beautiful game plans I've ever seen. It was incredibly efficient by Geno, but guys were open for a change. Like whenever he was like, oh, Geno's holding the ball too long. Yeah, nobody's open. Like everybody's sitting at like 10 yards and they're not, we've never thrown the ball deep. So why would you ever like give space or respect to even a guy with great speed like DK Metcalf? If they don't send him on deep routes, why would I ever back off him? Yeah. I'm going to make him have to adjust and cut and like jam. And he's great at getting off jam. He could just run through anybody. But like, it was not well. It looked like college play calling.
Well, we'll see what happens personnel-wise with the guys and who stays and who goes and what all this means. I mean, Kubiak, he's got a quote here about taking the job or, in relation to like the Seahawks organization here. He says, it starts with the organization, all the reasons why I felt like it was such a great place to have been backed up tenfold. So it starts there. And our players, shoot. We've got great players, man. We've got a great young core. I don't know what he sounds like yet.
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm
it's
just
good.
doing my best generic football guy.
Give me your best Cajun accent.
Like Channing.
Oh, man, I think it's a heck of a job. I think it's the best job out there. That's how it ends.
That's Bobby Boucher right there.
That's from Bobby Boucher. No, he says, I think it's a good job.
Make a name for myself.
It's the best job out there. So he's fired up, man, and he nods to the players right away because he knows he's going to need them. And I think, they got to have the press conference tomorrow, right? That's probably why they did it today, so they can have the press.
Do you really need a press conference?
Oh yeah, man. You got to get Mac up there. You got to get Schneider up there. You got to get Kubiak up there. You got to see if he's going to wear a run the damn ball hat to it or not.
I hope he's a visor guy. Is he a visor guy?
He better not be a visor guy.
That doesn't like visor guys.
No visor guys on my football team. No, thank you. No.
Sean Payton's a visor guy. He's got a Super Bowl.
Who?
Sean Payton. Really? Yeah.
Visor. I've seen him in a visor. Sorry.
Yes, he does. With Pete taking the job in the AFC West, I sent this to you guys. Sean Payton is now the youngest coach in the AFC West at 61 years old.
Just a young pup.
Wow. Yeah. There you go. Kubiak.
I don't know. Have we haven't even really talked about it, right? But Pete getting the job.
Yeah.
First of all, we called it right here 2 weeks ago.
You called it Nostra Lofa. Lostradamus.
Nostradamus. And it was just obvious. Like I'm happy for the Raiders. Like I'm pumped for Pete because I know he's going to go in and do great things. But it's more, I'm happy for the Raiders because like they've had 9 coaches, I think, in the last 12 years. Okay. Do you think all 9 of those guys were the problem, or were you the problem?
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you got a problem with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
you're the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We've all been there before. And I think they've kind of just came around and said, you know what? We need a change, and this is the guy, right? And so, I really feel like he wanted to be on the West Coast. I thought it would have been very poetic justice if he came full circle and coached the Patriots, like his first or second. We went Jets and then he went Patriots. So like if he went back there and finished business, like, and brought them some success after the dark years, which has only been like 3 years, which is hilarious because I have a lot of friends. I grew up back there, and like all my friends are like, oh, we fucking suck. Just like, you guys are so spoiled, right? Like that you guys are crying over like 3 years.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, most fans right now, their lives were 2 decades of absolute dominance, and most of them don't even know losing football.
No,
much like a lot of Seahawks fans, to be honest. Like if you were, it wasn't for as long, but those Russ years, they really spoiled a lot of Seahawks fans.
Yeah, so we had a decade of dominance, and they had 2 decades of dominance.
Yeah.
And, the funny part was listening to Bill. He was like, I had total alignment with the organization until my last 4 years. And I was like, oh, the last 4 years were without Tom. Like,
that'll do it.
Do you see a pattern or, a key missing ingredient to the recipe? Probably not.
What do you think Pete can do there in his first year? Really,
they're going to have early picks, which bodes well for whatever you want to do in your philosophy. Mm-hmm. It just comes down to like, does the relationship with the GM, like, can they coexist? Like this is literally the coach's boss, so to speak. And if that relationship is not good, then it just, all that shit trickles energy wise downhill to like the coaches and the players. Like you're never doing good enough, even if you're winning, but you're not winning by enough. Like that's real. That's realistic. And, so that relationship has to be on point. And if it is, like, they'll find players and they'll get the most out of every player. And I really do like Minshew and O'Connell, the 2 guys. And I don't know what their contract is, but like those are 2 very fierce competitors. And if you put talent around them, just like any quarterback, you need help.
Yeah.
So, but like, I can see it is a very tough division. Good call.
You got, you got the Chiefs. We know what they're doing. You got the Broncos, who made the playoffs, and you have the Chargers, who also made the playoffs. This is another division that had 3 teams that made the playoffs. So it's not as if he steps into, any like easy waters or anything. I mean, but he's no stranger to that. He wants to compete, doesn't he? But
he loves it.
It's a tough division. I mean, you'd got to think though, Pete's not going to go there and be on such a short leash. They're going to give him some time, a couple seasons at least, you would think.
It's a 3-year contract with a 4th-year team option. So, I mean, now keep in mind, this is an organization that is still paying 3 guys not to coach football. Yeah. They're paying 3 guys not to coach football. Make it make sense. I would have you selling fucking popcorn, drinks. Like, you're going to goddamn sweep the goddamn floors. You're going to do something around here for the money I'm paying you. Like, this is a big arena. I'll find something for you to do.
Yeah.
But like, no, literally they're paying them not to be there, which is outrageous to me. But if they
make them watch film. or just like catalog film, or just give him a job in the building. Like,
Bring
man,
up film.
sorry, you're getting demoted, but you're still under contract, so we gotta have something for you to do.
We're like firing you, bro, but like you're gonna work. You're gonna actually work harder than you ever did.
We're still paying you, so we need you to do something.
We love you, but we're not in love with you.
Listen, we don't know where you're going, and you don't necessarily have to go home even, but you got to get out of here.
You better fucking clock in.
Yeah, come back. Find something to do.
But so yeah, like I think he'll be fine. I know it's a tough division, but I mean it's pretty awesome to see him back squaring off with Harbaugh twice a year. And I hope he drops the line. What's your deal, man? I hope he drops that line when he plays him.
I would like to think that Pete was, just somewhere in his decision making, and then as he was just like calmly reflecting on, should I take this job? Oh, wait a minute, John's in that division. Oh, hell yeah,
yeah,
I'm in. Let's go. And then I hope that the Harbaugh was sitting around somewhere, just sort of quietly annoyed, like, oh,
he was. He was like, it's like gum on my shoe. Speaking of gum, bad day to be gum in Vegas. As my boy Paul Amato would say, bad day to be gum in Vegas.
Those are some strong jaw muscles. Yeah, those are gonna be fun
matches
matchups.
Of life.
And I've always sort of liked the Raiders. The silver and the black. There's something to the logo. They're fun, and when they're winning, I think the NFL is better with the Raiders being a team that people are talking about. So hopefully Pete can.
Yeah, right on, man.
Katie, what do you got?
Fucks with it. 42, Jacoby.
My dog, Jacoby.
I don't know if I missed it, but what does the Kubiak hire? But does the Kubiak hire give you hope for the 2025 season? I fucks with the pod. Keep it going.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fox with it. Yeah.
Fox with it.
Yeah. So how much hope for the 2025 season? And Kubiak, how does he bolster that?
Could it get any worse, brother? No. I feel like what he brings to the table on top of the lineage, like he has, this is why, like, I don't think anybody has talked about it other than us, like Kyle Shanahan having success with run game. All they talk about is goddamn quarterback. You got Christian McCaffrey, you got Trent Williams, you got some of the best in the business, and you run, when McCaffrey didn't play because, unfortunately, Father Time catches up to all of us. Jordan Mason came out of nowhere and was leading the league in rushing for like 2 or 3 games. Then he got hurt. Yeah. Third round pick Isaac Guerrero out of Louisville jumps in, and then he reels off 130-yard game. And it's just like, okay, so we could put anyone back there because they got 5 yards of space, much to like what we were talking about with Saquon. But this is where it differs to the result, is that when you give a special running back like Derrick Henry or Saquon that kind of space, it's going to be a touchdown, right? You give anybody else, it's going to be like, 30, 40-yard gain. We're happy with 30, 40-yard gains. But either way, the quarterback, and this is why the Niners are in very big trouble if they pay Purdy, because you're expected to carry the team. I love the competitor that Purdy is. I love the decision-making, all of this, but when you don't have the help, he looked very normal, right? What'd they finish with? Like 6, 7 wins this year, whatever it was. Yeah, Debo missed time. McCaffrey missed time. The other 2 running backs that came in for McCaffrey missed time. Trent Williams missed time. Ayuk tore his ACL. Like, shit hit the fan. And he didn't get them to the postseason. This is no shot at Purdy. This is just like what I'm trying to tell everybody about Geno is like, you take shots at Geno, but you don't understand the burden he's shouldered. Like, you don't understand what he's maintained in his only 3 chances to start for one organization. Like, that's why I'm so incredibly impressed with what Geno's done. And this is why, like, if you pay Purdy, you could kiss playoffs goodbye.
I think some Seahawks fans go after Geno for some of the football and the play on the field, and I don't agree with them, and I know you don't agree with them, and I don't think those people are looking at some of the right things sometimes. And so I don't know. We'd have to talk with them and converse with them to really get to the bottom of it. I think some Seahawks fans, though, some of their problem with Geno is like this perceived attitude. I'm not sure what they
Arrogance.
see in his body language when plays don't go his way, or like different things that they see through their television screen or that they watch, and so they read into that these different leadership things and stuff. I would say to that, I don't know how much of that you can hang your hat on or not, because we can't hear what's going on, and you can make things of all kinds of stuff. What I would say is to Geno is those moments I think can be cleaned up, like a little. Like if he saw himself, like sometimes you see yourself on film. And
yes.
Did I actually do that? Like, did I actually make that facial expression? And you go, ooh, that didn't look so good. If he cleans a little bit of that up, you don't have a lot of this chatter, really. Like that's a thing I hear from a lot of people.
No, but to be fair to Geno, it's like other guys can slam a goddamn fucking iPad or what are the fuck, the tablets? Yeah. Like they can slam that shit, and then he's a fiery competitor. Geno does it, and guess what? He just doesn't have his self composed. He's just not that guy. It's like, so what is it? I mean, all I know is this fucking guy's had no running game for 3 years, and he has the most comebacks because other than the last half of this year, it's the only time he ever had a defense. But he still had the most comebacks in the last 3 years of any quarterback, right? And go Allen, Lamar, Mahomes, all of them, right? This guy. And why? Because justifiably so, he didn't have the lead because the defense was giving up points.
He had to come back and win. Yeah, that's right.
He had to go get it. And in crunch time, this is the same thing I've said about kickers. Give me the guy that makes the game winner. I don't give a shit if he misses 3 kicks, but he's automatic when it's on the line. There's a poise and a factor about that everyone loves on the team. They're like, all right, I don't give a shit. You missed 3 kicks. You're going to make the game winner? Like, this is for the game. We know it's good. Josh Brown, we know it's good. We knew it was good. He missed several kicks, not a ton, but like enough where, it didn't deter any of us, offense or defense. No one, hey, we went up to him, dapped him up like, bro, I know when it comes down to it, you're going to make, and he had the most game-winning kicks for a streak of years. I want that in my quarterback, my kicker. When the shit's on the line, that's what I want more than anything.
Yeah, I hear you. Katie?
Alina Dahl, Lofa, would you ever join Mike and Marshawn on Get God Pod? Get Got Pod?
No, I never got.
Ooh, they just had Golden. Awesome. Also, how's that non-homemade Seattle dog going?
Oh, yeah, we should check in on that. Here's the thing. No, him or I are not going on that show. They should come on.
Oh,
exactly. Bring me all day. Yeah.
We'll go on there.
We started before that podcast. We joined even before. We joined all day. We joined you guys. So thank you, and I love you guys. We joined this before they started, so no, they should come on our pod.
That is true.
I agree.
Alina follows up. So, Brett, are you picking Clint up at the airport? Let's see how he does on your test.
Oh,
well.
Honestly, Seahawks, like, what a great interview opportunity. I'll just go down there and swing down, pick him up, SeaTac, put him in the car. We film the whole thing. Just ask him his thoughts on our running game and see if he gets scared.
with
That's
intense eye contact.
Oh,
So
it's
you see him like talking about a zone blocking scheme while like gripping the handle and like reaching for the seatbelt. Yeah.
There is no more pressure.
Yeah.
I played in the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. There was nothing compared to driving with or riding in the passenger seat with Brett Davern.
Yeah, we can see how he does under pressure. You know, is
Right?
he quick on his feet? Can he think? Maybe Lofa's in the back of his seat, giving him like game scenarios and stuff.
Oh no! I will join. I'll join via Skype or
Yeah, you just
Zoom.
want to be in there.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
especially
No-
not in the back seat.
Yeah, FaceTime me
Yeah.
because I mean I know how you love eye contact.
Right. Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Bro, I know what you mean. Watch that road. Watch that road, dog.
I like that idea, Lena. Tell the Seahawks. Let's
She's
go.
got another one too. A true Hawks fan never likes the Raiders, no matter what.
True.
For that division. Oh, gosh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Brett. For shame.
Let me speak to this. All right. Let me speak to
Shame on you,
this.
Brett, for shame.
I knew this would come. I knew the second I said I'm kind of rooting for the Raiders, I knew this would come. Now, let me speak to this, okay? Seahawks, Raiders, Katie, for those of you out there, especially you young whippersnapper fans out there, might not know this. The Seahawks used to be in the AFC West way back in the day. They were there with the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Seahawks, and the Chargers, I believe. I think. Yeah. So we're the only ones that left, and then the four of them stayed. Anyway, so we used to play the Raiders all the time. Hated the Raiders back then. Couldn't stand playing them. Do you know why, Katie?
Because everyone did.
Well, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people hated playing the Raiders back then. But do you know why the Seahawks hated? Because they kicked our ass every single time.
Yeah.
They had a guy by the name of Bo freaking Jackson who would just run over everybody's face. And famously, he ran over Brian Bosworth's face and ran all over the and he spiked on the Boz, and he had his big hip pads and his girdle. And he,
okay, I got to spike a timeout on that.
Uh-oh.
He ran through his tackle. Was not directly over him.
Okay.
Yes, it was, very demeaning. He
went off. It was a Monday Night Football.
Oh, I mean, he had like fucking 200 plus. Well,
it was crazy. It was prime time.
Josh Jacobs broke his record in overtime. It took overtime for Josh Jacobs to finally break his record.
Oh, that's true. Remember? That was super annoying.
Remember?
Yeah, we were supposed to beat them that day. But anyway, so
it was the only time. It was the only time I actually nailed the score prediction, and we fumbled on the 50.
Listen, I get it. Okay, I know why I'm supposed to.
Good talk.
However, I will tell you.
I mean,
what? I heard what he said.
Just saying, I had the score prediction nailed, and then we fumbled.
I
just
know.
Saying. One time in 5 years. Just give me a little credit. Just give me a little credit there.
All right, what do you want me to say there? What's my line? Will you give me the script? Somebody give me the script.
Like just like you were almost right.
Remember?
You were almost right. Would be a
okay. Well, then run it back. Say it again. I'll wait. Oh, there it is. Go ahead. I got it now.
I'm over it.
I have it. Yeah, I got it.
Give us our next question.
Next question. No, wait. Let me keep it. My point to Alina is
Johnny Langston says, I'm probably the secretary of the Geno Smith fan club. Kubiak has a history of helping quarterbacks with Cousins in Minnesota and Purdy in San Francisco. This time last year, we didn't even have a coach.
Yeah. Listen, Johnny, we're going to get to this in a second. Here's the thing.
Oh my God.
The Seahawks, they move out of the division. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Then the Raiders, after Gruden, they fall into obscurity. They stink. We don't need to worry about them anymore. So I'm rooting for them as sort of like a nod from the past. That's all. I think of John Madden, And by the way, because Bo Jackson was incredible and Tecmo Bowl football, the video game was incredible.
Yeah.
I used to play with Bo all the time, and you got to give it up for Bo Jackson, whether you're a Seahawks fan or not. And we always stunk, and they were good, and whatever.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
See? Good. Back to Johnny.
You gonna make Kay read it again, or like you?
To be honest,
I'm secretary of the Geno Smith fan club. Kubiak has a history of helping quarterbacks with Cousins in Minnesota and Purdy at San Francisco. This time last year, we didn't even have a coach.
That's true.
But yeah. Like, Johnny, I love your observations, and I am cheering for Kubiak. But to say, like, Cousins and Purdy both had more help from an offensive line standpoint, a running game standpoint. Like, it's just apples to oranges, in my opinion. Especially, like, I look at it from a defensive perspective of, like, am I really scared of this offense? Well, yeah, if they can run the ball, that's a fucking problem. And that's what Minnesota and, San Fran has had over a lot of opponents. We have not. So if he's going to do that, and this is where I thought, like, after the bye week, I thought Grubb figured it out. And with first of all, we never pulled one guy, and then all of a sudden we started doing double pullers, and I was like, that really shouldn't work, but it did with massive success where, the guard or the tackle, whoever's the second guy around, was just like, who do I block? Like, the puller was running downfield 6 yards. Like, he was the tailback and no one knew he had the ball. Like, I was baffled. But it also tells me that, like, the game's kind of gone backwards, or it's just digressed in terms of, like, people don't even understand simple run fits. Two guys pull, fucking two guys got to go over the top. Your gap changed twice. And, like, it's just like, it's maddening and frustrating as a former player to, like, I was like, bro, that's like this is like high school shit. This is like literally high school shit. And guys don't know that. That's a problem.
For me, the interesting stuff is just going to be seeing what happens the rest of the offseason with the personnel, and then how it works with Kubiak, because Grubb was McDonald's guy going into last season. I mean, he went out and grabbed him, went out and got him. Grubb was over chilling in Alabama, ready to do things with DeBoer and be super well paid for that. Probably one of the highest paid assistant coaches he would have been in the entire country. And Mac talked him back into coming back over here. So that was his choice here. Kubiak is clearly his choice now again. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, he's putting his stamp on it, and he's clearly got the guy he wants. So again,
fucks with it. 42 Jacoby.
Yeah.
Normalize giving your homie a compliment, Brett. LOL. Damn.
Thank you.
Man, you almost had that score prediction till that fumble.
Thanks, Jacoby. I love you, man.
Yeah. You know what? To just sort of just put a cherry on the top of that ice cream. Magic Mike, Money Mike.
Yeah.
Magic Money Mike.
Yes.
Big Mike.
Big Money Magic Mike.
Yes.
A commercial that he would like to play.
No, stop it.
No, yeah.
No.
Oh.
This is the deal of the century. Yeah, 10 nuggets for $1.49. You can't get 10 of anything for $1.49 these days. Deal of the century.
Yeah, made with white meat chicken, 10 nuggets for $1.49 is the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
you still look the same. What I hated about it all, it was beautiful, but you still look the same.
Mike,
That's what. That's
again? Just shut up. Can we play it again?
Yeah.
What? Shut up.
This is the deal of the century. Yeah, 10 nuggets for $1.49. You can't get 10 of anything for $1.49 these days. Deal of the century.
Yeah, made with white meat chicken, 10 nuggets for $1.49.
Over it.
They heard it.
No,
these
I'm
days.
so mad at you.
Who says
No,
these?
shut
Who
up.
says these days? What am I, like 97 years old? Oh,
well, now you are.
Well, he was then too, Lofa. That's the whole thing.
Oh no!
Really?
That entire commercial was improvised. That's the thing. We didn't. They had a bunch of different groups of or couples of guys. You know what I mean? Like two guys paired up.
What?
You know.
I know. We don't know what you mean. Please explain.
Shut up. Anyway, so we would all just sit down and do the thing for like a little bit, and you're just talking off the top of your head, and the director's sitting there. You're eating nuggets, and he's
How
just
many?
A lot of
paid. You're getting paid to eat nugs.
a
Spicy
lot,
nugs.
of nugs, a lot of nugs, dude. I'm wearing
Bro,
my own. That's my own hoodie, by the way.
Wait a minute.
I'm wearing my own hoodie. I'm sitting there eating nugs, and the director's talking to us. And I don't nowadays, these days, whatever the hell. That's and then I had a friend. I don't know if you guys remember this commercial, but there's a State Farm commercial back in the day where my buddy was in, where he goes, "Can I get a hot tub?" And he like looks up like that.
Yes.
And it's that's my buddy Graham. And
No.
I love Graham.
He had a pig.
And so that's a different story.
A different story.
But so I was sitting there like, and I was we've just been doing this for like a while. Like, and so I was just kind of joking around. I was like, deal essentially, like just trying to do my best Graham impression. And then there it was on TV. So it's a little
right on. Shout out to Graham.
Shout out to Graham.
Can
for
we get
being
it one
hilarious.
more time, Mike?
Oh God.
This is the deal of a century. Yeah, 10 nuggets for $1.49. You can't get 10 of anything for $1.49 these days. Deal of the century.
Yeah, made with white meat, chicken.
Almost talked over it that last time.
Yeah, shut up. All right, Alina.
Also, I think Burger King owes us some money now. We played their commercial
three times.
The hell.
Brett, I thought that you would at least bring up Todd Christensen,
Oh.
Lester Hayes, Jim Plunkett, Howie Long, or Marcus Allen.
Okay.
I would have expected your opinion more.
Marcus Allen.
Recognize any of them?
Just
Alina's
a Trojan.
hot.
No big
Alina's
deal.
hot, first of all. Look at that. She wants that. She's like,
Alina,
getting
Brett
him
is
with this
the
comment.
oldest old man.
Oh,
of
I
course
got
he recognizes
I
that.
got your Marcus Allen. I'll raise you a Rich Gannon and a
Charlie Garner.
Yeah, there you go.
Tim Brown. Jerry Rice. Art Shell.
Jerry Rice in a different uniform. That's for damn sure. Wait, did she say Howie Long? Oh, Howie Long's on there.
Yeah. No big deal. From the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen, we just fucking produce savages.
How about Ice Cube always wearing the hat, honoring
True.
member of the team?
Still in the century. We need a T-shirt, Lofa. I need
Katie, I've already thought about it. Don't even worry about it. I got this.
Oh no.
It's gonna be me and Brett. It's gonna be me and Brett in these little crowns.
That's the show today. That's the live show, everybody. We're gonna be going live this week to preview something. No, I don't. What are we gonna do this week? Stay tuned for social media. We'll do something.
We'll find something. Figure something out.
We'll go live next week, and we'll go live the weekend after that. I saw a couple comments tonight that said, you're going to miss the family after the Super Bowl, and people are already starting to talk about what the offseason looks like. We will be here for you guys. We are already talking about ways to keep this family going and things that we can do to keep engaged and be here with all you guys, because we love being here with you guys. I hope just as much as you guys love being here with us. And so we're figuring it out. We're on top of it. Don't worry. We'll come up with something. But thanks for being here tonight.
Give us ideas. If you have content you want to see,
totally
let us know.
Absolutely. But honestly, Lofa, we really do have the best viewers, you guys, because not only do you get here, you fill up the chat and the viewer number, but then it stays. And that's what's awesome. We've all been part of shows. Katie and I been part of shows where it'll go up, it'll go way down again. And it just fluctuates like crazy. You guys are loyal. You're here. You're supporting the sponsors and all that. Yeah. And we love you for it. There's one. Look at Alina sneaking in a chat here. Speaking of
Alina, we love
you. Yeah. I don't want to go back to OnlyFans, fellas.
How about Charles Woodson and Lyle Aldoza?
How about Marshawn Lynch?
Alzado, yeah. Marshawn Lynch. Huh? Yeah.
Khalil Mack.
Marcus Tuiasosopo.
Oh, yes. I often makes me proud when they ask me, "Are you who I think you are?" And I was like, "Well, that depends on who you think I am." They're like, "Woodinville High School." I was like, "No chance." And they're like, "Marcus, 2SO." I was like, "Yes, I am." I flipped it real quick. Like, yes, I am.
Take it. Yeah. Oh, that's great, man. Yeah, he's the best. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Epic Seats, to EpicSeats.com, Delta 12 status. You guys know about that. SimplySeattle.com. Our merch store, alldaybrand.co. Going strong. Go get the t-shirts. Go get the hoodies. And Magic Mind, of course, and Bet Online. That's it for tonight. Go to bed. Get some sleep, you filthy animals. And we'll see you this week.
Love you guys.